Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Mega Man 2. In the last episode, we defeated Crash Man. And this time, we're moving on to Flash Man. So, interesting note about Crash Man I might want to mention is that you may want to do him before Heat Man. Especially if you're doing Airman first. The reason for this being just the fact that, Airman's kind of easy even without his weakness. But this is what I kind of like about this one is it's a bit more like, oh, what you have to kind of have a strategy for it. So it's like, oh, do I want to play it in this order this time? Do I want to do Quick Man first? Quick Man, doing Quick Man Buster only is one of the hardest things you can do in this game. Anyway, this time we're moving on to Flash Man. So interestingly, Flash Man is ice themed. The way ice works in this game is kind of fucking nuts, too. Come up here and you can get a life. I actually think I normally don't get that life. So this is the way the crash bomb works, is it latches onto things and then blows up. It's pretty bad other than defeating obstacles. Yep. Got it. Yeah, if you come down there, there's a weapon refill here. Now, I forget. Yep. There it is. So there's two different paths here. One, you can come down here. It lets you just skip a Sniper Joe armor that's down there. So it lets you platform along the top here. Which I think this platforming is meant to be difficult, but if you come up here, you can get an E-Tank. And then there's just a crash thing here. And then you're at the end of the level, so it's actually not super it's not super hard. This level is one of the shorter levels, but yeah, Flash Man actually is weak to Metal Blade, which I think is interesting. Interestingly enough, Metal Man is actually weak to Metal Blade, and you can actually see this if you go and rematch him in the database. you can fight him with Metal Blade, and you can fight him later in the game, too. So this is Flashman, probably one of the funniest robot masters to me. He just kind of runs around, and then he'll do this time stop thing, where he shoots this weird spray of bullets, and that's about all he does. He just runs back and forth. He is literally one of the easiest bosses in this game. So not only that, but you get Time Stopper. It's not even called Flash Stopper. Anyway, here we get item 3. The final of the 3 utility items. So Flash Stopper is it's a pretty simple thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at our password real quick. Here's the password if you want to get to exactly where I'm at in the game right now. I'll just leave that up for a few more seconds. And now it's gone. So, really quick, we'll go and look at the different entries of the enemies we saw, which I don't think was really much, because at this point, we really don't have that many new enemies that are going to appear in normal levels. The more new enemies are going to appear in Wily Castle, so yeah, I'll show you that real quick. Flashman. Equipped with a system that can stop time, at least for a little while. He's not a strong attacker. Fight in the middle of the arena, and his attacks will be easily dodged. You can fight him with the Mega Buster, or with the Metal Blade. But yeah, I haven't been acknowledging that on the Robot Masters. If you actually hit A at the bottom, you can fight them. However, this only applies to the Robot Masters and none of the other bosses in the game for some reason. You will fight them with full weapons and health. And I think it's just a nice way you can get things done. So, yeah. Anyway, this is not the end of the video because this has only been like 8 minutes, so I'm actually just gonna do Quick Man's level with it. So, yeah. Anyway, with that, we only have one Robot Master left, being the Devious Quick Man. This fucking guy. Alright, let's do this. Quick Man. So to start, there's a life here, so I will go and show off item 3, which is this weird spider platform that climbs walls, and it will use up weapon energy the longer it's on screen for. Oh, I guess you can actually kill those guys with... Or I guess you can actually kill the squirms with the Metal Blade. I really did not know that until I played this game. So anyway, prepare for this to be the hardest level in the entire game. Why? Because there's an insta-kill hazard. If these lasers hit you, they are insta-death. Ah shit, I fucked up. I'm actually gonna rewind for this. Because there's an energy tank here. Also, if you pause, the screen will go dark. Don't freak out. That just happens in this. While we are here, I suppose I could show off what Flash does. It causes this twinkle effect during the screen. During this, you can't attack, and your weapon gauge will rapidly drain. And basically, enemies don't move, and neither do those lasers or obstacles or anything. It can be pretty useful in some levels. Some people will actually take Flashman on without his weakness. But, yeah. Anyway, here we have a new enemy. After I said we wouldn't really have any, we have two, actually. This enemy being Chanky. That's literally its name. Anyway, be prepared to die here. Here, if you want to use Flash Stopper here, you can. I do not recommend it because it is really hard to get weapon energy for the rest of this level. We already messed it up. Damn it. There's a one up there. Do not get it. Oh, also, I can show off how, yeah, those... Sniper Joe armors will literally get clapped if you just use air shooter on them. But yeah, this level, I suppose I did use the rewind a little bit. But other than that, the level isn't that long. It's just this can be very time consuming. And prepare for the hardest boss in this whole game, Quick Man. In my opinion, this is the hardest boss in the whole game. Not because he's difficult, but because he's kind of bullshit. So for example, let's go ahead and fight him. You're not going to want to use his weakness right away, because Flash Stopper will just drain half his health. With a full bar. But you can see he moves around really quick and he jumps. I'm curious, does Air Shooter work against him? the world. And that's that. You really just gotta kind of metagame him, but yeah, Air Shooter I guess works here because of his jumping around. I've actually never done that before, so I guess that's how you can make that easier. So anyway, here we get Quick Boomerang, another really broken weapon in the game. It has some jank that I will explain in the Wily Castle. But, yeah, here's the password for this point. So you can get all the stuff I have at this point. And we're doing okay. 4 lives and 3 energy tanks. You know, we're doing alright. By the way, you can carry a maximum of 4 energy tanks in this game. I don't know if I mentioned that. But yeah, you can carry 4 energy tanks. And energy tanks in this game spawn at specific locations, and they're limited, so I would recommend not getting them. They do not drop. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and take a look at the different enemies, and then we'll end it with that. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Chanky Maker, a robot who once used to work at festivals. Destroying it will darken the surrounding area, but that's nothing to fear. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. In the dark, there is literally nothing that can hurt you, so you just gotta press the jump button repeatedly to get through that area. So, yeah, that's that. Lastly, we have Quickman, by far the most mobile of Dr. Wily's robots. Can you match his speed? Use the terrain to your advantage when attacking. Interestingly, if you look at Quickman's Buster, it actually is designed differently because it shoots boomerangs. He also looks like he has, like, 2 fingers that are fused together. But yeah. And with that, we've defeated all 8 robot masters. Which means in the next one, we'll be going on to the Wily Castle. So, see you guys then.